Welcome to the last day of the DNC Pumps. Have you had a blast?
It's been amazing. The atmosphere is electric. The people we've met are incredible. The diversity is amazing. The people are kind. It's just been a wonderful experience all the way around.
It really is pure magic. I cannot believe that we have been there every single day. We're about to head over to the United Center now. Yesterday, we had the honor of interviewing Senator Elizabeth Warren of the great state of Massachusetts, but little known fact, she is actually an Oklahoma City girl and graduated from high school in Oklahoma City, grew up in Oklahoma City, and we connect with Senator Elizabeth Warren to play a game of Had It or Hit It. Seth, roll the clip. Okay, we are here with Senator Elizabeth Warren, a woman with whom we have a lot in common with, and you may think, how do two women from Oklahoma City have something in common with a senator from Massachusetts? Senator?
From Oklahoma.
That's right.
Born and raised, born in Oklahoma City. Grew up part of the time in Norman and the rest in Oklahoma City.
All right, we're going to play a game with you called Had It or Hit It.
Had it or
Had
hit
it means no. Hit it means yes.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Had it or hit it, large crowd sizes at political events.
Oh, hit it. Are you kidding? I'm loving this. Come on down.
What about the chef's kiss last night with the double arena?
Oh, all I can say is we have a candidate who can fill two arenas simultaneously. Do you know any other presidential candidates who've ever tried that?
I don't.
Neither do I.
I can't think of one.
Not even one.
I can't even think. And if I were to think of one, I think that same person has never won the popular vote. Really has a problem with metrics.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. In fact, has lost the vote by millions.
Millions, I believe. I believe it is millions.
I think it is actually millions.
Yeah, I do too. Okay. Had it or hit it, Truth Social.
Oh, please.
Had it.
Had it.
I have to say, Senator Warren, I get on there and I fight with people and I just want to know what's going on. And you just wouldn't believe all the stuff that's
She has a
going
burner
on.
account.
I have a burner account.
It's not healthy.
Account.
It's not healthy. We don't advise it. But we do kind of refresh it to see the manic episode updates.
Right.
Isn't that interesting, though, what's happened to us, that we've kind of reached a point where some things are, and you look at them this way.
Yes.
It's like, I kind of need to know, but I don't want to take it in through my eyes and ears at the same time.
Yes.
I have to just take a peek. So I understand, but you got to be careful on that stuff.
Okay, now a serious one.
Okay.
Because we're from Oklahoma and you know what is already happening in that state, in your home state.
Yeah.
I mean, Project 2025 is already underway in states that have a Republican supermajority. And so, had it or hit it, Project 2025.
Oh, had it. And we got to cut that off before it spreads everywhere in this country. Project 2025 really is a vision of an America that's run by two groups. One is the billionaires who just figure out how to squeeze more money out of everybody else in this country. And the other are the extremists who, I get it, they may have a point of view about who should have access to abortion or how people who love people differently from the way they do. I get it, they have that point of view, but they want to control all the rest of us, and they want to put the government in our bedrooms and our examining rooms, and we just can't do that. We can't build a country based on catering to the billionaires and the extremists. We got to build a country that has room for all of us and has room for people who aren't all cut out of the same cloth and who do things a little different, but a chance for all of us to grow and build a strong future and to really thrive.
And how important is it for all of the people that live under these draconian laws, like states like Oklahoma, total abortion ban, 10 Commandments, published and posted in all public schools. They've removed all discrimination protections for LGBTQ+. All of that has been just eviscerated. How important is it this campaign cycle that we deliver a mandate so that the people that are suffering from this in these red states can get relief?
Oh, you've put it exactly the right way. We have got to vote. We have got to turn out and vote. And I want to say, it's not just vote. That's something that's going to happen in just a little under 11 weeks. It's that we got to be out there now. We got to be out there. Go to KamalaHarris.com and figure out how to get signed up, to make some phone calls, to do some texts, to pitch in $10. But we've got to do it now because we've got to show everybody that if you care, if you really do think women ought to be the ones who are making these decisions, that doctors shouldn't be prosecuted for delivering the health care that people need, if you really do believe that our LGBTQ plus brothers and sisters and kids and friends and neighbors and co-workers deserve the kind of respect and care that all of us should get, if you believe those things, then you need to raise your voice now during the election. This is a focus point. You raise your voice now, and the funniest thing happens. People say, whoa, I thought I was the only one who felt that way. I thought it was just me. It turns out she does, and she does, and she does. You know what? That makes it stronger, and that gets us in and gets us there now. So, look, vote, you believe it, but don't wait. Don't wait and just say, I'm going to vote on the day. Get involved now, raise your voice now, talk to people now, because you'd be surprised. It's out there.
That's why I think our podcast has kind of gotten traction.
I love it.
Okay, had it or hit it, trickle down economics.
Oh, had it. Please. Come on, 40 years. We have the evidence. Trickle down economics is another way to say the rich get richer and the powerful get more powerful.
Yep.
It does not work. What's the better vision is we say, the richer you are, the more you pay in taxes. And when you pay that, you billionaires, then we're going to use that to invest in roads and bridges and education. We're going to make sure that we have an America that works for everyone. And works for everyone means those who've got more, pay a little more, and all of our kids have a real chance to build a future.
We call it trickle down incompetence over at the I've Had It podcast.
Yes, you got it right. I'm going to use that.
Okay.
I'm going to use
yeah. Trademark. Okay, last one, because the senator is so busy. Had it or hit it, Harris Walls.
Whoa! I am ready. Hit it, girls. We got to do this. It is a moment. I get it. We're the underdogs. This is going to be tough. I've seen the electoral map. I've seen how close all the polling is. But we fight with a joyful heart.
Yes, we do.
Because we know, ultimately, this is the country we want to build. We can do this.
Senator Warren from Oklahoma City, I think that our state makes great women.
They
do.
What can I say? Okie gals, you got to watch out here.
That's right. Thank you so much, Senator Warren.
Thank you so much, Senator.
For having me, and thank you for the work you're doing. This is important.
It is important.
It is
important.
Keep it up.
What a pleasure to sit down with Elizabeth Warren. I mean, there's something comforting about her voice and her accent because it's familiar to us. But the fact that she has always stood so fiercely for progressive causes and for the right thing is incredible, especially in, what is the old man's club, the U.S. Senate.
Yes.
And when you see women that go and wield a big stick like Senator Warren and always fight for progressive causes, she's always on the front lines fighting for those most marginalized. Her entire political record, she's always been there doing that. And it was just amazing.
I think about how villainized she has been over the years, particularly by Donald Trump. And you think, strong women really bother him. Kamala Harris particularly does. Letitia James particularly does. But Elizabeth Warren was one of his early victims, and I can honestly say she has handled herself with dignity, class, and grace without giving one single second of her time to his disruptive, chaotic behavior.
I think Donald Trump is always so triggered when somebody is superior at something than he is. And with Elizabeth Warren, you have an intellectual, a much more gifted politician, a much more decent person. So Trump's default setting then is to demean her, to call her Pocahontas. And when you sit, as you could see from the clip, everybody, when he does that, everybody at the DNC, there is this collective exhale that this man is clinically insane.
Right.
I can't believe we all have to sit around and discuss this when people like Elizabeth Warren are making serious policy decisions every day.
Yeah, he is the king of bullshit. That's what it is. He has nothing to offer except divisiveness and hate. He is such a small man. And it really is. Like, sometimes when I'm sitting in the DNC, I'm like, I can't believe that this is actually a contest. I can't believe that there are people that actually are like, oh, I love Donald Trump's policies. What, building a fucking physical wall in Mexico pay for it?
But he didn't do it.
He didn't do. Steve Bannon stole all the money from the Americans. And let's all agree, I think we all agree, that a physical wall is not going to do anything to stop immigration. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. And we've got serious people. And Elizabeth Warren, you can just tell she's smart as a whip. She has empathy. She's got a sense of humor. She's the real deal.
Yeah, she is. It was fantastic to sit down with her. And I think that this political cycle, this election cycle, last night I was sitting on the floor when they played the January 6th footage. And then a January 6th Capitol police officer came out and spoke. And he had served in war overseas in Afghanistan. And he said there was nothing that prepared him for getting beaten by a pole with an American flag on it by fellow Americans at the United States Capitol. It is unbelievable that there are still millions of Americans that see that footage, that act of terrorism, and want to go out and vote for this man again. So every time we can amplify voices that are for freedom and democracy, and especially somebody as sharp as Elizabeth Warren, it was just an absolute dream to meet her in person. So thanks for following along. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and